Hey guys, welcome back to releasethecraftin. Priscilla here with a little unboxing today. New to the channel, I am unboxing a Paletteful Pack. This box is sponsored by Patreon, so thank you guys who support me over there on Patreon. If you would like to support me, you can check the link down below. But they paid for this box, so we're going to unbox it. And I'm kind of excited because it's like an art supply box. I've never got one before, so I am super dying to know what's inside. I will put the link to it below if you want to go check out all the details and get the info yourself. But I'm super curious to know what's in here. I kind of want to see, like, if I could, like, maybe make something with it at the end of the video, like, with what we get inside the box. I don't know what to expect, though. So we're just gonna, like, crack it open. As you can see, I have not opened it yet. So, random jar. Just witch stuff. I've not opened it yet, so, like, yeah, I have been super excited. I had to, like, clear space in my schedule to open it right away because I was like, I must unlock the mystery of the Paletteful Pack. So, I do know that they give you a surface to work on, and then, like, everything is sort of, like, themed around, like, a certain type of media for the month, so you don't get just, like, a bunch of random stuff. So you can make, like, a whole project is what you get. So let's get in here. I'm excited because I already see tiny baby easel, which is super cute. It's a little tiny easel and little tiny canvases for our tiny easel, which is like, look at how adorable that is. I'm tickled and I love it. And there's a bunch of little wormies. Oh, and a sticker. Ooh, look at that. That's super pretty. So love that. I don't know what to do with these. Like, I don't have a good spot for them. And they get everywhere. They're almost as bad as glitter. So we got some more little tiny canvases. Ooh, we got canvases in black. And some more little white ones. These ones have magnets on the back. So that's really neat. So we got a bunch of surfaces to work on, which is kind of pretty cool. And then we got a tiny uniball. Not that you can see it. Not a uniball, a Posca pen, a uni Posca, that's what I was reading. We got a little tiny uni Posca pen in black. I don't have this size, so that's actually pretty cool. This is the 1 MR 7mm type. I don't know what those words mean. But the one that I usually use is like a 3, I think. And then we got a paintbrush. It's a fancy one. A Robert Simmons paintbrush. Not you guys can see that either. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. The lighting is not the best because I'm in the dark. But yeah, we got a little Robert Simmons X60 4 flat brush. Ooh, it's nice. It's a nice brush. I like little tiny brushes. And then I end up like trying to do the whole canvas in tiny brushes, and that's just like par for the course. And then, oh no, I dropped it. There was another paintbrush in there, guys. Alright, awkward picking it up. I hope it didn't have a little sleeve lid, because that's lost forever, I think. But this is another Robert Simmons paintbrush. There we go. And this one's a round. Ugh, focus. It's a little round brush. So that's cool. So we got a couple paintbrushes to go with our tiny canvases. And then, I don't know what this is. Dynaflow? 9 concentrated, vibrant colors. A paint that acts like a dye. A great introduction to our free-flowing colors for use on all fabrics and papers. That's exciting from a junk journal perspective. But we got, like, a full spectrum of colors. Set by iron. Oh, you can use it on your clothes for real. You can set it by ironing, and then it's washable and dry cleanable. Great on swimsuits, ballet gear, tennis shoes, t-shirts, and more. I feel like this is like an infomercial, like the way that this package is like worded and then the way that it looks. I've never seen anything like this. Like they kind of remind me of like fluid acrylics, but like I've never seen ones that are like fabric to paper and back again. So I guess that's kind of cool. We got these little mini like canvases to use with our little mini fluid Dyna flows. I'm gonna I'm really excited. Like I can't wait to try this. Like I don't know what to tell you guys, but I'm gonna hop off here, read the inside of this a little bit, and see if I can figure out the actual application or the traditional application before attempting anything, because the last thing I want to do is look foolish on camera. And then we'll come back and we'll do a little art thing. Yeah? Yeah. Okay guys, just like real quick, I was like pulling everything together so I could be like, oh, take like a nice aesthetic shot for like the thumbnail, and then I pulled the paint out of the little package so I could read it, right? Like I said, it's stuck to the package, and this just makes me laugh so much. Like, who did this? Who did this? But at any rate, here's what we got. And I'll let you know if it was worth it when we're done. Okay, so I decided to start with one of these little magnet canvases for no reason other than I am like slowly making my desk at work witchier and witchier as time goes on, just like incorporating little witchy things. And I thought it would be really cute to stick like a little moon painting on one of my like cabinets at my desk. So like that's what we're doing today. So I'm just like shaking everything up because that's what the directions say here, is to shake it and then apply. I have my little palette there, and then like I want to like applaud myself for not being absolutely taken aback at how watery these are, because they are super liquidy. Like I can't even describe to you. They are like straight water. I have like fluid acrylics. I have acrylic ink, and it has more body than this does, and like that's wild to me. So I was really confused as to how these would work on fabric, because it says like when you apply these to fabric, you're supposed to like come up to the line but not go exactly to the line, and like allow the fabric to soak, and then like don't let it over soak. So I was like, what are you guys talking about? But apparently this like pigment is like it's like a dye that you can use as a paint, if that makes sense. So it's supposed to like seep into things, which I was not like prepared for. This is my afterthought now that I've like done more research and read all the information, because I only read the directions and was like, these aren't directions, I'm just gonna wing it, and then jumped into this painting. And as I started, I was like, oh, none of this works how I expect it to. The colors are translucent, not opaque. Like I was a little bit thrown the entire time I was making this, and then mad at myself for not actually doing the research I said I was going to when I stopped the camera. But it's okay. I'm not mad with like the end result. The end result is great. I'm happy with how that came out. I was like really miffed at the fact that they kept moving after they were applied. So that's something to like keep in mind if you're going to use this on fabric. Like it soaks in, and it does really go, like you can see it like soaking into the canvas as you're like painting. You can probably see it when you're on the fabric too. But they continue to move because it's water. I can't stress enough how much it is water texture. So I decided, because they are so thin and like semi-translucent, that I would just go back over the top and like add some more layers of color, because like that's the rule in mixed media, is if you don't like the first layer, continue to layer until you like it. So that's what I did, and thankfully I'm glad that I did that, because I ended up really liking it once I went back through and like layered it over. They do mix well, I will say. Like I was able to make a really pretty like rosy pink color for mixing it, so that was something like was really neat. I look forward to like experimenting with the colors, like variety I can get, because you get like a full rainbow but like in a CMYK palette as opposed to like an RGB palette, which is great. I absolutely love that, because you get more color diversity when you have cyan and magenta than you do when you just have red and blue. And maybe I'll do like a video on color palettes, because I feel very strongly about like CMYK versus RGB. So maybe I'll do that one day. Let me know if you guys are interested. If you're not, it's just me being like color theory nerd. And you can see, look, I made like a pretty, I don't know what you would call that, red violet color. And they do like stack on each other nicely, so that was nice to see. So when they dry down, you can paint over the top. It doesn't really super reactivate, although they are a little bit reactive which I see when I go back over the top with white. The white does pick up a lot of the colors underneath, which is okay. Like, it was fine for blending purposes, but if you were wanting to like work on top with a lighter color, you're gonna pick up that bottom color so it doesn't dry down flat. I think you have to set it like with the iron, like the directions say. It has to be heat set in order to make those colors like non-reactive. So if you're painting this on like clothing, that would be something to keep in mind. And I'm saying you, like, you immediately went out and bought these as soon as I opened the package. I know that you didn't. But if you were interested in using these, keep it in mind. We're learning together. So yeah, so I decided that this needed some clouds. Like, it was getting very dark, and I wanted to brighten it up a little bit with some white. So I used a Posca pen because the box came with a Posca, but it didn't come with this Posca. So I used my leaky, like, janky little Posca pen that's broken. I need to replace it with another one, but I haven't yet because it's doing its best. It's doing its job. So I'm going to add in some clouds and then just like spend some time blending those in, and then adding some water to like thin out that white, because I don't want it to be like super bright white. I want it to look like, you know, like a sunrise, and then like the colors are breaking up and you can see them in the clouds and it's pretty. But I really like this box, you guys. I can't, I'm kind of excited to like get the next one, because I just like being like put in a position where I have to think outside of the box. It's like one of my favorite mind states to be. It's why I like to like combine bits of ephemera together. You know, like when I made the Specimarks, which was like a specimen card bookmark. I just like taking two things and putting them together because it makes my brain like go outside of what it's used to. And I typically enjoy what I make when I have to do that. So this is another one of those things, like having this little art box, I really enjoy, because I had to think a little bit outside of the box and then work with something I wasn't familiar with in order to make something I liked at the end. So hooray. So I'm adding some splatters. You can see Kim Meyer's waistcoat there. It's really fancy. I kind of want it, but I don't want to make it. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to have a cool waistcoat like that. But like more Miss Frizzle, less like your grandma at bingo. Not that your grandma's not cool, just like, I don't want to be your grandma at bingo. I want to be Miss Frizzle, my hero. And then I'm using this marker, which I know I've used in like every video. I am obsessed with this marker, you guys. It's going to keep making an appearance. I bought it in silver, so I'm going to get that, I think, on Monday, which is irrelevant to you guys. Like, the time doesn't matter. I'm going to get it soon. I absolutely love this marker. I'm totally obsessed. I love how, like, pigmented it is, how shiny it is. It's super flashy. I love it. And then I remembered that I had this black marker in the kit, like in the box, and I needed to use it. Otherwise, I'd just be like not doing a proper art make afterwards. So I was like, oh shit, like how am I going to use this now that I've made this shining gold moon? I should have made like a black moon. But I decided to go around it and make it a little bit more of, I don't know, like a abstract-y type piece. I don't know how to describe it. More of like a poppy piece, like a pop art piece, as opposed to just like a moon set over a sunset, because now it's got like that. But then I was like, oh, there's not enough black now that I've added this black, like it stands out. So I added a little frame, little sketchy frame, and now it becomes like a whole piece, and it's cute. So yeah, that's what we made. So I forgot where I actually ended this video, so you can see I'm still showing it to you, as I am now having to like spitball and keep talking, because it doesn't end here. Because I went back and added this white when I was like, oh, it needs more. Just a little bit more. But I'm very happy with how this came out. So here is what we made. And I hope that you guys like it. Okay, so final thoughts. These were really interesting to work with, guys. They were more liquid than fluid acrylics. I'd say they were just as liquid as like a fluid watercolor, if you've ever tried those. They come out literally like water, which I was not prepared for. I was expecting it to have a little bit more body, since it's like also a fabric paint. But yeah, it has no body. It has got no bones. It came out straight up liquid, which was surprising, but I managed to roll with it. They do layer up really well, so like that was fun, like just to experiment with. It was just really strange, because essentially it just felt like I was painting with straight water, which, like, having experience as a watercolor artist, I know how that works. But I was just, I don't know, like I was not prepared for that level of like color, but that much fluidity. But I think like I really like what we came up with here. I really like making it. I remembered that I wanted to add these like white highlights, so I added those at the end, so you can see like in my final look through, there's just no white, and then at the end I was like, oh, also the little white bit that I forgot to add in. So I did add some white to the moon, and I really love that. I think it makes it really pop and sort of turns it into a little bit more of a comprehensive type art piece. I really love how it came out. I think it's really cute. I'm gonna go hang this little magnet up in the cubicle at my office. I think it'll be super cute there. And overall, I'm really happy with the box. Like, this was like a fun thing to experiment with. I really do like getting new art supplies, so I definitely think I'll try this again. I just dread, like, getting an art supply I have no use for. Like, that is the inner dread and I guess the chance that I have to take when I get these boxes, because, like, there's just some mediums, like, I don't really, like, call to me or connect with me, so I'm afraid of, like, getting something I can't utilize and then having to, like, just be stuck with it or compelled to use it. But I'm sure I'll find a use for everything. Like, that's just me, like, catastrophizing things that haven't even happened yet. But yeah, this was really fun. I like having all these little canvases. I'm looking forward to painting them up. Maybe I'll pop a couple in my shop or something, because I don't know what I'm going to do with a bunch of little tiny mini paintings. So maybe I'll do that. I am interested to see what these look like on the black, because I don't think that they're that opaque that they're going to show up, but, like, you know, experiments, we'll find out, right? I do look forward to that. I will say, I went to go read the inside of these, where it was like, for more information on how to use it, read this thing. There's no more information. There's directions on how to paint a vest and how to paint a tie. And, like, the tie is kind of what I took my inspiration from for this little, like, picture. Focus, but also hold it still, Priscilla. Like, just the composition of colors, like, I was like, I think I can use this in some way. But yeah, the directions are: buy all of our products, because you need all these other products from this company on both of them, and then paint it, and then use all these other products to get this result. So essentially, like, yeah, this is just like liquid fabric pigment in a bottle, and if you use it with other things, you can make cool stuff on fabric. But there was no directions on, like, how to use it on paper or anything else in here, like, or just the traditional use for it. So it does spend most of the time as a fabric medium. I think I do want to try it out on some fabric for, like, journal covers. I think that'll be fun. I do have, like, an Art Witch journal that I've been, like, tinkering away at a little bit, that I might try to incorporate these into. So maybe I can paint something on the cover for that. That might be fun. But yeah, overall I'm really happy. I think this is a really great, cute little box. This is the box for July, so this is what it came with. Last month's box had, like, a full set of, like, pastel Posca markers, and I really wanted that box, but I was too late. So I got this box, and I'm not disappointed at all. Like, this was a lot of fun. It was fun to just try something new and try it out here. If you guys liked this, if you want to see, like, more of these unboxings of art supplies and, like, the after test of it, like, let me know, because I really enjoyed this, and I think I would like to share it going forward. And like I said, this was sponsored by Patreon, so thank you, my patrons, again, for buying this box, because that's what I did with my Patreon money. Not that it was, like, all the money. It's not the only thing I did. I also bought treats for my cats, guys. Like, I wasn't crazy about it. But it allowed me to buy this box so I could unbox this on the channel, and I would like to use some of the money from that to do more unboxing. So if there's something you would like to see me unbox or check out, let me know in the comments below. And then also, like I said, let me know if you want to see more of these Paletteful Pack unboxings and tryouts, because this was fun, and I think it's fun. And then, like, I got to try something new, you guys got to learn about something new, so, like, I think it works out for everybody. And I made a little art thingy, and I have a tiny easel, so that's really cute too. But I'm gonna get off here because I don't have anything else to, like, add that's meaningful, and I think I have I've talked enough today. So I'll catch you guys all in the next one. If you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate your faces, and until next time, guys, happy crafting. Bye.